American Paul Whelan has reportedly been charged with espionage in Russia. Whelan's attorney said the arrest is excessive and unfounded. He also told the New York Times that Whelan is facing a possible prison sentence of up to 20 years. Critics say Whelan's arrest was payback for the Justice Department's detention of Russian citizen Maria Butina. Butina pled guilty to conspiring against the United States by attempting to infiltrate conservative political groups during and after the 2016 election. Joining me now is the former acting director of the CIA, Michael Morell. Michael is now CBS News' senior national security contributor. Michael, thanks so much for joining us. First of all, what do you make of the Russian case against Whelan?
I believe that Paul Whelan is not a U.S. intelligence officer. I have high confidence in that. The United States does not send intelligence officers to Russia without ensuring that they have diplomatic immunity. So I think, Elaine, what's happening here is that Vladimir Putin is looking for someone to swap with Maria Butina. He wants Maria Butina back. She works for him. He does not want her to go to jail in the United States. So he is creating a situation in which he can negotiate a swap with President Trump. I think that's what's going on here.
Do you think that's within the realm of possibility that the U.S. would do that?
I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see how the president responds. But this is, I believe this is an innocent individual who found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time from his perspective, right place at the right time from Putin's perspective. And he is gonna spend time in a Russian jail, which is not a nice thing unless the U.S. Accepts the swap. So, we'll see what the president does.
I want to turn to the subject of Syria, and you have co-authored an op-ed in the Washington Post talking about what you say is the most important lesson of counterterrorism. With respect to Syria in particular, I wonder, Michael, if you could tell us what is that lesson based on your experience in counterintelligence?
So, Elaine, I spent the last 10 years of my career working counterterrorism most of the day. A lot of other issues, but that was the main issue. And I watched terrorist groups get eradicated, and I watched terrorist groups emerge and grow. And the main lesson is that they can quickly regenerate if they are not completely defeated. And that's what President Trump needs to remember as he makes decisions about Syria, as he makes decisions about Afghanistan, and as he makes decisions about Yemen, is that unless they're completely defeated, they can very quickly regenerate. It's very easy to destroy a terrorist organization militarily, but it's also very easy for them to rebuild quickly unless you keep the pressure on, and that's the main lesson.
Well, there's a clip I want to play from Senator and potential presidential candidate Elizabeth Warren from Wednesday night. Let's listen to that.
I think it is right to get our troops out of Syria, and let me add, I think it's right to get our troops out of Afghanistan. I think that everybody who keeps saying, no, we can't do that in the defense establishment needs to explain what they think winning in those wars look like and where the metrics are.
So she went on to say that a withdrawal needs to be carefully planned. But what does a victory in Syria and Afghanistan look like?
Let me just take Afghanistan as an example. So if we were to withdraw fully from Afghanistan, I am very confident that within 6 months, the Taliban would be knocking on the doors of Kabul, that the Taliban would take power again in Afghanistan. And I'm absolutely confident that the relationship between the Taliban and al-Qaeda is so close because of the years they spent together, because of intermarriage, for a lot of reasons, that the Taliban would allow al-Qaeda to again have safe haven. And if that happens, I'd say within a year, we'd see al-Qaeda plotting again to attack the homeland. So what Senator Warren has to explain is, how does she keep al-Qaeda from being able to do that without U.S. troops being in Afghanistan?
All right, CBS News senior national security contributor Michael Morell. Michael, thanks very much.
Great to be with you.